On a sunlit mangrove island where tangled roots rise above shallow water and ocean winds drift endlessly across the horizon, a fragile beginning rests quietly inside a single white egg nestled among dry twigs. Within that delicate shell grows a young frigatebird named Rocco, protected by towering parents whose sharp eyes scan both sky and sea for danger. The nest sways gently in the coastal breeze as waves crash softly below, while the father stands guard nearby, his bright red throat pouch inflating as a display of strength and presence. Day after day, the parents take turns incubating, covering the egg completely with warm black feathers, shielding it from heat, wind, and sudden storms. Rain falls heavily, branches shake violently, but still the egg remains protected beneath unwavering care. Then at last, a change begins. A tiny crack appears. The shell trembles. Life pushes outward. The crack widens slowly as a small beak taps repeatedly from within, breaking through the barrier that once held it safe. With a final effort, the shell splits apart, revealing a tiny, exhausted chick, wet and fragile, breathing for the first time in the open world. Rocco lies still for a moment, gathering strength before lifting its weak head and opening its small beak to call for food. The father returns quickly, delivering nourishment, regurgitating soft fish into the waiting mouth of the newborn. Each feeding brings strength, and day by day Rocco begins to grow, its soft white down thickening as it becomes more active within the nest. Protected beneath the wings of its parents, it sleeps, feeds, and slowly transforms from helpless hatchling into a growing young bird. But danger rises from below. A massive monitor lizard emerges from the tangled roots, its tongue flicking through the air as it senses the presence of vulnerable prey above. It begins to climb. Claws grip bark, muscles pull its heavy body upward toward the nest. Rocco peers curiously over the edge, unaware of the true danger approaching beneath it. Then instinct strikes. Fear takes over. The chick retreats deep into the nest as the predator's massive jaws open just below. In that instant, the father sees everything. With a piercing call, he launches into the air and dives at incredible speed toward the climbing predator. as he strikes the lizard violently, knocking it off balance and away from the branch. The battle continues below, a chaotic struggle of wings, claws, and raw power. The father clamps his beak tightly around the lizard's neck, holding firm as the reptile thrashes wildly in resistance. Dust rises as both crash on the ground, locked in a desperate fight for control. The lizard lashes its tail, kicks violently, but the father refuses to release his grip. With relentless strength, he drags the predator away from the tree, forcing it farther and farther from the nest. At last, exhausted and defeated, the lizard breaks free and retreats into the dense vegetation. Silence returns. Rocco is safe. The father rises once more into the air and returns to the nest, where the trembling chick presses tightly into his chest feathers. Time moves forward, and Rocco grows rapidly, its body transforming into a powerful juvenile with long black wings and striking white head feathers. It begins to stand at the edge of the nest, balancing carefully against the shifting wind as confidence slowly builds. Wings spread wide, it flaps again and again, feeling the lift of the ocean underneath. The horizon calls. The wind rises. The moment arrives. Rocco crouches low, then leaps boldly from the nest, dropping toward the water below. For a brief second, gravity takes control. Then instinct awakens. Wings extend fully, catching powerful updrafts, lifting the young bird into the sky. The fall becomes flight. Rocco soars. High above the mangrove canopy, it glides effortlessly, learning the language of the wind, mastering the currents that carry it forward. It banks sharply, dives, climbs, adapting with each movement as the sky becomes its true home. Soon a new instinct emerges. Far ahead, another seabird carries a freshly caught fish in its beak. Rocco locks onto the target. Wings fold. It dives at incredible speed, slicing through the air like a living arrow. The chase begins. The terrified bird tries to escape, but Rocco closes in rapidly, snapping aggressively, forcing panic. At last, the prey bird drops his fish. the prize falls. In a breathtaking aerial twist, Rocco catches the falling fish mid-air with perfect precision. Victory. It swallows the meal as it continues to soar, now a true master of the sky. Golden sunlight paints the horizon as Rocco glides effortlessly above the endless ocean. Powerful, confident, unstoppable. It returns to the mangrove island, landing gracefully on the highest branch, folding its wings with elegance. Now fully grown, Rocco stands tall, its feathers gleaming in the sea breeze, its presence commanding across sky and ocean alike. From a fragile egg swaying in a mangrove nest to a fearless ruler of wind and sky, the journey is complete. And across the endless tropical horizon where freedom lives in the air itself, the legend of Rocco continues, powerful, untouchable, and eternal.